Good day, YouTubers. This is a bit of an interesting one. This is my standard talking machine AA. This was sold to me probably 30 odd years ago, 35 years ago, as a Columbia AU. The dealer had put the turntable spindle on a lathe and milled it down so you could play normal records, and the bass had been stripped. It was obviously very rusty and was just painted plain black, and at that time I didn't know really any different, so I took it as a Columbia AU, but soon found out that actually it was a standard AA because the sound box doesn't have any logo on it at all, and obviously I could see where the spindle was milled down. So many years ago I had an engineer friend of mine make me a improved spindle, which actually now means you can play standard records, but of course you can remove it and play normal records, so it looks right, and that's really quite a nice feature of this machine. It also, I found out about 2 years ago, had the wrong handle, had the wrong crank, and it had a much bigger crank, which I actually found out was for an AJ. So I've got the correct handle now, which is very, very good. But the final thing was the base plate, which was stripped. And I've been very fortunate to find a gentleman in the United States. He trades by the name of Phonograph, and he actually does new replacement transfers. And look what we've got. We have got a standard talking machine logo. I've painted the lines by hand, as I felt that the transfers would be too difficult for me to do. I've never done it before, and they're quite good. Probably not as good as, well, definitely not as good as the real thing, but it's much, much better. It was very fiddly, but it went on first time, and it really does finish the machine off. It's exactly how it should be. So probably 35 odd years later, the machine is actually now dead right. So let's give it a go and see what we're dealing with. Well, I didn't quite wind that up enough. As you saw at the beginning, you're probably really supposed to take the crank off when you're playing it. Certainly for the bigger records, you would need to do that. But that's really quite nice, and I'm absolutely delighted now to have got this looking pretty much as it ought to be now after all these years. But thanks for viewing. If you please like and subscribe to see my other clips, that'd be marvellous. Thank you and good day.